All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Akim, the brothers out there, pushing this word out in sincerity and in truth. Wanted to go into, a couple scriptures, just based off of this video that the elder posted. If you watch the whole video, you see the state of mind that the Jake women are at. All right, and you see exactly why these women are being left, and why they are the way they are, and it's really going based off of the curses, But this Jake man brings food for his son every day, He stops by at McDonald's or whatever the case is, which is unhealthy food anyways, but that's besides the point. But, also going into the curses, but this man brings his son food every day, and when he brought food this time, she was recording him, supposedly exposing him, because he brings food for his son, but not for his son's siblings, which are from two other dudes, So this guy, was talking about he's there to, feed his son, not feed the other people's kids, and that's understandable, or at least it should be. Okay, if a man wants to spoil his own seed, and wants to, bring them food or take care of their seed, then that should be completely understandable, And this woman grabs the food from him and throws it on the floor, spilling over the drink, and the food, falls to the floor. And she did that because she says, that food is supposed to be, brought for all the kids, not just one, and she said, if you can't bring food for all the kids, don't bring any food at all, which is just wicked, man, wicked as hell, and that's the state of mind our people are in, they're in the state of mind of they should be worshipped, they're in the state of mind of being, gods on the earth, but yet they don't want to follow the Most High power, okay, of the nation of Israel. Okay, and the nation of Israel is formed by you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, But this is Micah 7:10. It says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Let's look up that word mire. It's the word tayat, okay, which is mud, clay, okay, damp dirt. You see? Let's go to a root word, which means to sweep away. Okay? So she's going to be like the dust of the earth, the nasty stuff in the streets that people just sweep away. You see? So she's going to be stepped all over. Okay? So these women that say, niggas ain't shit, and saying, talking mess about the man that they're with, instead of, holding him as the leader of the household, which is really how it's supposed to be. Okay, and by the white supremacy, okay, they established, all right, by the higher ups, they established a way for women, especially you Negro, Latino, and Native American women, to think that you have some type of power. Okay, and this all comes from the Most High. This was all orchestrated by the Most High, and he put the devil on the earth, all right, being Esau, Edom, okay, to do what he needed to do to play his part, You know? So it says, then she, again, Micah 7:10, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? You know, and that's how these women look at us. You know, we try to establish a rulership mentality. Okay, and these women look at you like, who the hell are you? You know, where's your God at now that you're struggling for gas money or whatever the case is, man. You know, and that's how women see it. Okay, they see it as you need to take care of them, but they don't need to take care of you. You know, and there's plenty of videos where a woman says that a man is supposed to be courteous, you know, and generous and strong, you know, and caregiver. Okay, open the doors for the women, you see, and work and have the women, you know, stay at home. You know, they want men to be classical men, you know, classic men, the way that it's always been. You know, they want men to be chivalrous and this, that, and the third. You know, but then when the women come, they come with baggage. You know, they were hoes, so they have a whole bunch of kids. You know, kids all over the place. Okay, bills due and you know, past bills due and all types of stuff, and they want you to take care of them. You know, and take care of all their baggage. All right, and then they want you to be, you know, only polygamous. You know, after these women done had, you know, 10, 20 dudes run through them. You know, so these women, they're in the mindset of, I need to be taken care of, and you need to shut the hell up. You know, and you know, you watch that video and it should piss you off, man. You know, it should piss you off because this dude's trying to take care of his son. You know, which you don't see that too much, man. You know, Jake nowadays just leave their kids spread out, man. And especially because of the woman, they don't come back and see the kid. One, because most of the time they can't, you know, or two, they're out there being hoes themselves, you know, just worried about women instead of worried about what's really important, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know. So going to Jeremiah 31:22, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. All right, when you go to a compass or compass a man, all right, but when you go to a compass, what does it do? It tells you which way's north, which way's south, which way's west, and which way's east. You know? It tells you where you need to go. It tells you, you know, which position you're in. You know, and that's what the woman does. But that's what the Jake woman tries to do. You know? They try to point at you and say, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to go here, you need to go there, you need to treat me like this, you can't speak to me like that, you know. But when it comes to reversing the roles, you know, it's okay if they talk shit to you, talk trash, you know, bring you down. You know, a woman is supposed to be a helpmeet for a man. You see? A woman is supposed to be humble to her man. Okay? She's supposed to be a pillar of rest. You see? And that's not how women are. You know? That's not how they are. They tell you where to go, how to treat them, you know? They boss you around, man. You see? Now let me go back in Genesis. What was it? Let me see here. Go down here, Genesis 2 and Salak, bear with me. here's Genesis 2 and 21. And Yahweh caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. That's not talking about a literal, Adam was missing, one of 100 of his, or 100% of his ribs. It doesn't mean Adam was walking around with 99, percent of his ribs. Okay, it's talking about somebody from his relatives, all right, close to him. Okay, the Most High chose one of those women close to Adam as relatives, or in his family line, okay, to close up with Adam, okay, to come together. In other words, one flesh, right? That's what closing up the flesh is, to become one. And verse 22, it says, and the rib, okay, so the woman which Yahweh had taken from man, okay, which he took from not from Adam, but he took from the lineage of men, right? Because in Genesis 3 it talks about the daughters, or the sons of God, all right, the sons, which is the males, took in daughters of men, which are the other nations. It says, in the rib which Yahweh the Most High had taken from man, made he a woman, okay, and brought her unto the man. And like it says in the gospel, all right, the woman came from man, not the other way around. You see? So a wife, what does it mean to be a wife? Okay, a woman that is married to a man. Okay, and how do you marry? According to Genesis 27 and 61, all right, when a man goes into a woman, that's when she becomes his wife. That's when she becomes his wife. Let me go back. So it comes from man. It says, and the proof of them being close relatives, we don't know how close, but it's in verse 23, and Adam said, this is now my bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. When you go through the book of Judges, all right, you have one of them where I haven't gone back to it in a minute, but I forget his name. He tries to convince his mother's relatives, okay, because the father had many wives, okay, so this son goes back to his mother's relatives, tells them to follow after him instead of having 70, I believe it was 72 sons that man had. Instead of having 72 rulers, this man tells his mother's family's lineage to follow after him instead of the brothers, okay, so that they have one ruler that's bone to bone and flesh to flesh, which means relatives, right? It says, she shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. You see? So she was called woman because she was taken out of man. So these women are supposed to be in subject to men. That's what they're supposed to do. And that's what they're supposed to be. So it says, let me see, go back to 3 now. Let me see, where was it? Let me go back to Jeremiah real quick. 31 and 22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Now let's go into that word, compass or compass. To turn about or around, or aside or back or towards, go about or around, surround, encircle, change direction. You see? And that's what these women are doing, man. They're changing the direction that we're really supposed to be going down into whatever they feel like it should be. You come with a baggage, and then if a man gets with you, has a kid with you, you're expecting him to take care of all your baggage. you know? And no man's going to do that. You know? No man's going to do that. And that's why these women are out here hoeing around thinking that they're going to entrap a man, okay? By throwing their thing at him, you know? By throwing their thing at him and and trapping a man, you know, like a black widow, basically, man. You know, that's what these women have become, black widows. You know, when you go into, you know, what the black widows do, they'll entice a male widow, okay, a male spider, into, you know, having relations, you know, with that black widow, female black widow. And then after the female black widow gets impregnated, she turns around and kills her man, you know? And I'm using this as a similitude, you know? I'm using this as a similitude. So they'll entice it, you know, and trap him. And then after the pregnancy, he gets her pregnant, she turns around and eats the male, you know? And that's what these women are doing, man. A bunch of black widows, you know? They'll try and entrap a man and then bring him down when a woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest, you know? A woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest to a man, you know? She's supposed to be there to be a helpmeet, you know? So let me go back to Genesis 2 and 18. And Yahweh the Most High said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him." You see? So that's what women are really supposed to be, man. You know? Like it or don't. A servant. She's supposed to be a servant. Especially to a man of the Lord. Especially to a man that's worshiping and laboring for Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. You know? So I will make him a helpmeet. Let's look up that word. Helpmeet is Aizar, okay, which means help. One who helps. You see? She's supposed to be a type of aid for you. A helper. You see? To be helped. To help. So she's supposed to be a helpmeet for who? For the male that she's with. You know? And that's not how these women are. Running their mouths, saying what they want to say, you know? And that's why Babylon the Great has to go, man. You know? Like the elder posted, "Ye careless women." You know? And that's what this place is leading to, man. That's how you know that Israel is at the bottom. When you look at our women and see how they act, man. You see? So these women really are supposed to be in subjection. You know? So before you choose a woman or a woman, you know, you're supposed to try her out and see how she is, man. You know? If you're trying to marry, like the Apostle Paul said, it's not a sin, you know, but he really recommends not to, man, because the Apostle Paul, he knew how these women were. You know? And he also knew that the work that we have ahead of us. You know, when you get with a woman, she's going to worry about, you know, having babies and being with you only, you know. And as a man and being a man in this truth, you know, you should want to please Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai more than the woman. You know, and that's why it was recommended, because it becomes difficult for certain jakes to try and balance that. You know. So I hope that was edifying. That was just a quick hit. And with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Shalom.